Hi, thank you again for joining me. This is Onion with Final Fantasy XIV Online Main Story Quest and Job Quest. Last night I went ahead and did my leveling roulette yesterday and today, and we cleaned up the hunting log part 2. Part 3, we've done what we could locally, but everything else is kind of far and out. The main story will bring us there, so we'll pick these up when we go. As far as challenge log, did pick up the 3 dungeons, through the roulette, 5 regular, and then commendations, and we just did the main fate. If I do bother to get 5 more fates, then we'll get this one. In addition to that, over our level 42, really all we've done is like I said, the hunting logs, challenge log, 3 total dungeon types, and a total of 8 runs of the level 15, 16, 17 dungeons. Our gear, still level 15. The experience bonus kicks in for this if you're below 25, so when you level sync into the dungeon, it works. This level 90, so that'll go for a while. And then the ring, anything on a level 30, again, dungeons work. Soon we'll be unlocking the to pull the materia out, so I'm leaving all these at 100% bond. We'll repair them once they get a little low. When repairing with the merchant, it only brings it to 100%, so really no need to repair until it gets lower. Alright, with that, I'm going to start picking up the job quest, get the class to job, and hopefully start getting our paladin gear upgraded. Alright, here we go.
Onion, I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. When last he contacted us by Link Pearl, he said he'd try to seek shelter at the coffer and coffin. Take this potion and search for him there.
Help me. I can't feel my... Thank you, sister. It all happened so fast, over by the tracks to the north. I don't know who attacked me, nor why they left me alive, but I dare say the answer is out there. Surely, someone saw something. The fellow outside? I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. Was alone as I recall. Ye say he's wounded? Thought he was just drunk.
Suspicious characters? Well, now that you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. At first, I thought he was talking to himself, but then I realized he had a Link Pearl. I heard him say something about the wrong man and the Silver Bazaar. Does that help?
Purple robe? That sounds familiar. It was him, I'd swear it. Did you find anything else? Picked this up by the tracks, eh? Might well have belonged to the bastard. Can't say I've seen its like before. Might be as Wyman could tell you more. You know him, don't you? He's the bespectacled bloke who's always lounging around Emerald Avenue in the city. Of course, being the businessman that he is, he'll probably ask to be compensated in exchange. Show that ring to Wyman. He's sure to know something about it. Well now, if it ain't Onion, everybody's favorite venturer. I hear you threw your lot in with the gladiators, a questionable decision, given the events of recent days, but to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oi, put that away before someone sees it. Where in the 7 hells do you get one of those rings? What, don't you recognize the sigil? God's damn fool. Before you go stumbling around in the brush, you ought to at least know what kind of venomous bastards will be lurking within. Been a long time since Ud has seen a criminal organization rise from obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Alacron. Word is they've got connections to the Brass Blades, the Syndicate, and gods know who else. But you didn't hear that from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates have gotten yourselves into. Understood?
Oh, Onion. I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? The Silver Bazaar? Then it must be the same gang of ruffians. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits is said to be headed for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. The people living there are in grave danger. In their frenzy to find their quarry, the bandits won't scruple to destroy property and harm civilians, and the few brass blades stationed there will be powerless to stop them. We must stop them, Onion. We'll protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate, all in one fell swoop.
A bit melodramatic, if you ask me.
Aldis. I told you never to come here again.
I couldn't sit idly by while you charge into battle against an enemy you know nothing about. Milla, a responsible guildmaster would never risk the lives of her charges like this.
Who are you to lecture me about responsibility?
Milla, listen to me, this is the Alakran you're dealing with.
So? Whatever notoriety they may have achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are.
It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight.
What are you saying?
They want me, Milla. I've been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanalan. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise.
Just stay here while you go off on your own, is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave, Aldis. 7 years. Do you have any idea at all what you put me through?
Milla.
I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard. Do you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out, we don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves.
Milla, wait. There's something you need to know.
Enough. Get out, get out.
Alright. Save some of that for the Alakran. But do try not to let Onion here come to harm while you're at it.
There you are, Onion. Everyone's already in position. Are you prepared? Stay focused. Choose your target and finish him. The conjurers are the greater threat. The others can wait. Onion, deal with them. Thaumaturges? Gods, I've always hated mages. Rejoice, gladiators, for the day is ours. What? But why would you be?
Leave him to us. First sword.
No, stop.
Such brittle blades, so easily broken. Perhaps the first sword is made of stronger steel. Leave her, Xana. Our business here is over.
What have you done, Leovold?
First sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let us take them back to the guild.
Give me a moment, Onion. I need to think.
I wanted to spare you this, Milla. I begged you not to go.
You knew, Aldis? That Leovold had.
Leovold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum. The twin swords of Nilthul, they called us. Never lost a match, honored by the bull of Alamhigo himself, but that was then and this is now. When I learned Leovold single-handedly transformed the Alakron from a gang of common thieves into the most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had to return. It seems like a lifetime ago that the three of us used to train together in this hall.
The Leovold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this?
When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity.
What aren't you telling me, Aldous?
I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me.
Is that so?
I'll find him, Milla. I promise.
Onion. I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As First Sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from dangers you are not yet ready to face. I did not know that Leovold had become the leader of the Alakran. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many and more of us would not have returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime. And so I've ordered my best men to scour Thanalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. I have strong suspicions that he has been taken prisoner by the Alakran, or worse. If there is any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report stated that he was tracking the Alakran near the Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days, and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Onion, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe.
It's a trap, sister.
Using arm length at this level, it does slow them. A lot of people don't know that this low.
That's some fine swordsmanship, Onion. Milla, ahem, the first sword certainly knows how to pick 'em. Hey, even after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call her that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild, a wee lass who cried at the sight of naked steel. But to look at her now, you'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much of a choice but to rise to the occasion, though, what with all that trouble Aldous got into 7 years ago. Selfish bastard, he should have never, but enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to Uda after a short rest. You go on ahead and tell Milla that I'm fine.
Onion, thank the gods you're all right. I heard all about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time for yourself and return when you've recuperated. But before you go, speak with Lulutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Onion, the very gladiator I was seeking. Lean closer, for I would not have the others hear my words. Aldous sends his regards and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I've not divulged this information to the First Sword. As you may have gathered from their previous interactions, she's still rather upset with him, and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. They would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me. This is hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear of any rendezvous from me.
I like a woman who keeps me waiting. It nurtures the sense of anticipation. It's been 7 years since Milla's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old goat through and through. But gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Milla's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. And who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys?
Master Leovold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable.
Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience.
Say what you will. I will not be swayed.
She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Onion? No pressure, but I'll be evaluating your performance.
You would die for this scum? Very well.
Read her movements. Onion. It's not exactly high literature.
Your interference is inexcusable. This ends now.
Watch it, Onion. This kitten has claws. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Milla has a woman like you to rely upon. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check, now more than ever. Stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. Haven't you listened to a word I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I'm anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When it's settled, there'll be no reason left for me to stay. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Tal's realm by making that bastard Leavold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Onion. Now, go. She's probably wondering where you are.
Why are you staring at me like that, Onion? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alacran's movements. I remain confident that we will find them soon, though, so keep your blade sharp. Damn it all to the seventh hell. This is madness. It's Aldis. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so. And whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They have failed to kill him time and again, and now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wimond when he said they had such influence, but, wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wimond. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't. After all, find Wimond, see what he can tell us. Aldis is many things, but he is not a murderer.
I was wondering when you might come along, Onion. Frankly, I'm surprised all this went so quietly. He ought to know there's no walking away from this. You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning, then. Aldis is something of an enigma. He and Leavold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Bloodsands. But he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Uldan loves a good Colosseum fight. And what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Aldis was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from the record. Your guildmaster Milla got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. 'Twas rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have even been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldis look that much worse. In the end, Milla lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leavold? He tried to go it solo on the Bloodsands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldis, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though, judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine, then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rauger's bile. 'Tis a vile poison, rare and expensive, too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it, I hear. Gods only know why they'd give it to Aldis. Could go to their headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalan and ask him direct, I reckon. I've an aversion to direct confrontation, personally, but you don't, do you? By the by, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it.
Where have you been, Onion? Aldis has been given over into the custody of the Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. This poison, is it? You've proof that the Alacran purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Thank the gods, you've done it. Quickly, we must show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go, now.
There's a unique thing that happens here on the bridge. When there's a couple fates that spawn, the merchant up here will start to sell different things when you beat, I think, 2 or 3 different fates here. I think one of them contains the Rat King, and then this will have a new minion. Right now he's not carrying it.
The Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last, huh? Who are you, and what do you want? These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Onion. Tall scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leavold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal. And you, what are you waiting for? Do it. Where did that?
Aldis.
Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headsman's axe. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange? Mercy. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch? Very well, I accept. Milla and the others need you, Onion. Leave him to me. They need you up on the bridge, Onion.
Up here, Onion.
Grab.
Deal with that mage, Onion. Quickly. Aldis.
All dice. You almost had me, Leavold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, leave old. It's over. Like hell's it is. I swear, you will never know peace, not in this life, or the next. Leave old, no. You know damn well neither of us will see Tal's realm.
Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. I'm glad you were there, Onion. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacran.
Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a title that befits your prowess.
Now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you?
No. Leave old may be dead, but the Alacran are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Uda's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands.
Aldous,
Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with a man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Milla. I'm known to have this effect on the fairer sex.
I should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility.
Ah, but how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Milla. Don't ever change. Ah, yes, there's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Onion. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss.
Leavold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it.
Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell.
I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to. What in the seven hells are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? You think all it takes to stand on the blood sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No. It takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend?
I.
Well, I guess I gotta finish the main story quest some more before we can unlock Paladin. Alright, I'm gonna stop the video here, and we'll start up with the main story after this.